Hey everyone, so today's video is an unboxing and first impressions on these 6 castings. Now this obviously there's one Matchbox and I have 5 Hot Wheels castings over here, and these are all castings that are pretty cool in my opinion. So I have 2 Chevys over here. So I have the custom 2011 Camaro as well as the 55 Chevy, so very cool castings. And then I have 2 Mercedes castings. So this is the I found this as part of the 2026 main line, so actually pretty awesome. This is the 2019 Mercedes A-Class, and then obviously I have the Matchbox over here. This is the 230 SL, and then I have a GMC Hummer EV, which is from I think 2023, and then I have the latest 2026 casting. This is the Audi TT Safari. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open up these castings. So I actually start off with the Matchbox casting over here. So this is the 1963 Mercedes-Benz 230 SL, and as always I am very excited to open up Matchbox because I think the quality is always on point. So here is the casting, and just look at how nice the headlight temples are made. This is just super cool. The headlight temples, I am super impressed with just the color and how realistic it actually looks. There's actually a little bit of an orange at the top, and it looks very just really cool and textured. The grills as well is pretty nice. The logo, the Mercedes logo, it actually looks three-dimensional, so I'm super impressed by that. Other than that, a orange tan interior looks good. Pretty nice color. There's no temples on the sides. Pretty simple wheels, and then again the details at the back looks really cool. 230 SL, and then the license plate MY230. So overall this is a very cool casting. So this is a 2023 copyright date, so it's a fairly recent casting, but overall this is a very cool vintage Mercedes. So I'm just gonna park it towards the back and then move on to the next Mercedes casting. Now this is super cool. It wasn't that easy to find because obviously it's super popular. 2019 Mercedes-Benz A-Class from Compact Kings. I'm very excited to open up this one. It's not too often that Hot Wheels will actually do versions of cars where they do up the front and back temples. So I'm really excited to open up this particular casting. Now this casting over here, as you can see, has very nice gold wheels. I really like these color combination, like the black and gold color. It's really awesome. And then just look at the amount of details at the front for a Hot Wheels. Even though I think the temples are not as nice as Matchbox, but it is still very cool. Just look at that, a lot of detail. Now slight misalignment on the 2 Mercedes logos, which I mean is kind of expected from Hot Wheels, but other than that, there's actually some texture on the hood as well. It's sort of like a carbon fiber texture, which is really awesome. 68. And then we have what does it say? Breakers Ocean IWC. Wow. Okay, so yeah, IWC Racing. So that's super cool. This watch brand that actually sponsored this particular livery. So really awesome. I really like this. And looking at the back temples as well, very nicely done. For again for Hot Wheels, just super cool. I think the Mercedes logo is not done completely. There's a slight gap, but overall This is a super nice casting. Just looking at the bottom, this is a 2018 copyrighted casting. Pretty small casting actually, but I think this is super cool. I definitely like this more than the vintage Mercedes, so I'm gonna put it towards the front because I like it just much more. It's so cool. Okay, so now let's move on to the two Camaros, the two Chevys. So first we have the custom 2011 Camaro. So this is from the Hot Wheels Art Cars series. Now this particular art car, I actually do think it looks quite nice because it's not super colorful. Sometimes too much color can just make some of the art cars look a little bit too flamboyant, but I think this one looks quite slick because the colors are quite muted. It's just two colors. So off the bat I don't really like the wheels. I do think that the wheels don't look very realistic, but obviously this is a Hot Wheels art car, so that's okay. Now the no front tempos, but do get some interesting textures on the bottom splitter, and then that the tempo work is actually really awesome, and you do get some interesting details into the hoods, some hood vents, and then again the tempos look quite nice. Not sure what this, I think it's another car, right? So there's a car over here, and you can see that there's a roll cage, and then on the roof it says T9675 custom 11 Camaro, and then the other side is actually the back of the car. So that actually is very nice, right? So the two sides of the car, the casting, they actually have a different tempo, so that's really awesome. No details at the back, but you do get a very big wing, but it's totally solid, and there's no gap at all. So gray chassis, copyright date is 2010, so a very early casting, but this looks actually really good, I have to say. Very nice, except for the wheels, and I think the spoiler, if there's a small gap, I think that would be better. But other than that, I do really like this livery, so that's really nice. How should I rank it, right? This is quite tough. I think I would rank it behind. Okay, I think it looks slightly cooler than the Mercedes, but I do appreciate the details and the realism of this particular Matchbox. But I do think that it looks quite cool, so I'm just gonna put it into second place for now, and then move on to the other Chevy. So the other Chevy is the 55 Chevy from Chevy Bel Air, and really cool. I do like this color, this red color. Generally I do like red for cars. So over here I do like the wheels, quite realistic wheels. So over here it says Bel Air, it has the Chevy logo, and at the front is where it looks pretty nice with the Chevy logo. That actually is quite detailed and quite nice. The grille is in chrome and looks pretty good as well. Headlight tempos, no taillight tempos, but I still think that this casting actually looks pretty awesome. This casting is from 2006, so super early, 20 years ago, and I think for this one I would probably put it behind the Mercedes, and keep it going over here. Now move on to the second to last casting. So this is the GMC Hummer EV. Always been a fan of the Hummers. Now this particular Hummer, again, really happy with this particular casting because Hot Wheels actually did the front and back tempos. So just look at the front tempos on this particular Hummer. It's very nice, and you know, it does have a clear plastic roof and tail light tempos as well. That looks pretty nice. I mean, the Hummer itself is not too clear, but I think overall it's still a very nice casting that has a bit of a size to it. This is a 2021 casting, and I mean, just to rank it, I actually think that it would be ranked in front of the Camaro because I really like you know, just this particular casting. And finally, we have the 2019 Audi TT Safari. So this is from 2026 and from the Hot Wheels Dirt series. So this particular Audi, actually, even though it's, you know, an Audi, I don't think that it looks that great with the yellow and black color scheme. So this is the 2019 Audi TT Safari, and copyright date is 2026. So brand new casting. Right off the bat, yellow base. The wheels look fine, and then we have the Audi. We have number 1 Hot Wheels. Interesting rally kind of livery. And then just looking at the back, no tempo details, so that's too bad. Spare tires, yellow windscreen, and then looking at the front, it's just the headlights are part of the window piece, and then we don't actually get a lot more details. So I think overall this particular Audi TT Safari is not the best looking casting, so I would probably put it towards the last. You know, it's not really, just not my cup of tea. But yeah, so that's the end of today's unboxing, and you know, let me know what you guys think about these castings and whether you agree with my rankings. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.